Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to be making book page triple pocket tags. It is a great mass make. So grab those book pages and we can begin. But first, let's have our shout out to Marilyn, Waste Some Time with Maggie, Lala Gamma, and Leanne. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's look at what we're going to make here. This is the tag. It has a pocket here on the side. It has a pocket right here on the other side. And it has a pocket right here on the side. Well, I pulled it out crooked. There we go. Right there on the side. I put a tab on it because I just think it's easier to get it in and out. But if you don't put a tab on it, it could be a secret text spot. This one's decorated with washi tape and a little bit of heavy lace at the top. A little bit of bling, and I have sewn around the edges. This one right here, I have stamped with a solid tealy colored stamp with a little bit of words down here. Decorated it with some heavy fabric and some bling. And I've sewn around the edge on this one as well too. Now here is that secret tuck spot right here, and then the tuck spot here and over here on this side. This next one, and as you can see, we have different size pages, so you can make this with any size pages that you want. Here's one here. I put the tab on the edge of the journaling card there. I decorated this one with some fabric. A little bit of sari silk from Crimson Heart Studio, a flat back pearl. This is our tuck spot right here. Turn it over, and this is our little tuck spot on this side. They're so easy to make. What a great mass making project. Look at this one. I used one of my stamps and then I colored it in with a little colored pencil. I put a little sari silk up here and a little tiny scrap of lace. There's your pocket there. There's your side pocket right here. And here's your pocket right there. A little bit of bling on this side. Now you could actually put a little bit of bling on this side too if you'd like. You could decorate them both exactly the same. And this one right here is very, very basic, but I think it's really, really sweet. It's got a little bit of layering of the lace up here, different colors. It's got a button with some thread through the buttonholes. It has a stamp here with the black stays on, and I've sewn it around with some black thread. There's a tuck spot right here. There's a tuck spot right here. And then there is an opening for your secret tuck spot, or you could maybe announce that tuck spot if you put a tab on it. Either way, it's super cool, fun, and really great to make. Have on hand for that pocket in your journals. Let's go ahead and let's begin. I have different kinds and different sizes of paper here. I've got this one here. So I'm not even going to tell you what sizes my papers are, because you use the size that you have. I'm just going to pull out, I think I'll pull out two different sizes. So do I have one that's even smaller yet? I don't think so. I think that's the smallest. This is the smallest one I have right now. All right, so you've got your paper, your book page. What we want to do is we want to take our book page and we need to fold it in half. So simply folding it in half, giving it a crease. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to fold it in half, get this little piece off of it right there. Okay, now I am going to get my frayed burlap, and I'm going to ink this up so you can see it a little bit better. You're going to need to see this center fold to understand where I'm going with it. Let's open it up, and you can see that center fold right there. We're going to fold. I'm putting my fold right here at this darker line on my grid, and I'm going to fold it over, taking this side and folding it over. And I'm leaving an inch between this fold and where my paper is going to be folded up to. So now we look just like that. So let's do that for this one. Putting it right on the grid and then just folding it up. Just like that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around so that I've got, because I'm right-handed, I'm turning it around. I've got my fold, my center fold lined up on a grid, and I'm going to fold this over, just like this. Okay. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing to this one. Because I like the look of inking, I am going to ink this up quickly here. If you don't have a sewing machine, that's okay. You can still do this project without a sewing machine, and we are going to make both of these without a sewing machine because you've already seen what it looks like with the sewing machine. Now it's time to make a couple without the sewing machine. I will tell you a trick or a tip if you're going to be sewing them, and when I get to that portion, I'm just looking it over to see how we look. That looks pretty good. So let's get this one done. I love projects using up book pages. Oh, don't we have a lot of those book pages. Also, I'll give you another tip in case you have a book page that is crumbly, that maybe when you folded it, it broke. You could still use that if you want, and I actually have one that I use like that, and I'll show you what I did to fix it. So let's just say it's brittle. You want to open it back up, and you're going to be placing a little bit of clear Scotch tape, or I don't know, that's a brand name. I don't know what to call it if it's not a brand name. Clear tape, one-sided clear tape. And just place it right along the folded edge. That's not going to interfere in anything. You can still fold it back and give it a nice crease. Of course, you would want to go from one end to the other, and then that way it would strengthen your fold and it would hold your pages together. So now what I want to do is I'm going to bring in my scissors, and I'm going to make this look like a tag. So trimming off however much you want to take off of your corner. I'm using the piece that I already cut off as a template for the other. It won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty darn close as to the same size. And then I'm going to ink that up right there. So we're going to bring this one in, and I think I'd like to have this one be my friend. I'm looking at it. I like this word. I might be covering up that word though once we start decorating it. Oh, you never know. Sometimes they get covered up. So just trimming that off just like that, and then bringing in my ink. Now you don't have to ink. This is a personal preference, but if you do, like I do, then you'd be inking it up. Now, if you're going to be sewing this, what you'll need to do is open it back up and sew along this edge right here, and then sew along this edge right here. And when you fold it back up, those edges right there where we are going to be using as a tuck spot, they're going to be sewn. So you can see that. Then, after you sew that, then you could put your tab up here and then sew around here and then sew the bottom. And then that way it will all be sewn, but that's how I found out is the easiest and quickest way to do that. So let's talk about what we can decorate with. I have some Tim Holtz pieces. I know a lot of you have these things. Let's just look in here. Oh, right away. That just looks like that would be perfect. What a perfect thing to decorate that with is to have a very tall mushroom. Now, I don't know if I have more than one, or maybe I have something else I'd like to use. You know, you have two sides that you're going to need to decorate. So I'm just looking. They don't have to match, guys. They don't have to match at all. There's some of that fabric tape that he sold, or he sells. I don't know, maybe he still does. So let's see if I have another tall something. There's some more mushrooms right there. Just trying to pull out something that's similar. There's a puppy dog. I don't know, guys. I don't see another tall piece. I don't think there's one. Oh, yes there is. Look, look, look. It's not quite as tall, but those will be perfect. All right. Let me put a little paper clip on this because it is wanting to pop open. A little paper clip there. There's a couple of mushrooms. Maybe we could do a little label or something else. Oh, this one might be good. There's that. I'm spilling over, aren't I, guys? Let's see here. I have had these for so long. I don't know, but it seems as though that when you first start out, you buy lots of these little things, especially Tim Holtz, right? Because he's so popular, and they carry him in the stores, so it's easily accessed, so you can purchase them. All right, so we've got a couple of things there for that one. And, you know, I used washi, and I used stamps, and fabric. I used fabric. We didn't use any trim. So let's try a little bit of trim. I have a little flower trim here. I think it's really sweet. We can glue that right down and see how that's going to look. So let's begin. Oh, I do have something else. We could maybe do this with the fabric trim. I have some stamps, some clear stickers, not stamps, clear stickers. Oh, there's a rose. That's pretty. I need something tall and slender. I've got these. Let's see what else. I've got some mushrooms. I don't know where I purchased these from either. This might have been a gift from my daughter. I think one Christmas she gave me some things to use in my crafting, and I think this was one of the things that I got as a gift. So I can't really say where they came from. Oh, they're the two roses. All right, let's do the two roses. They're going to stand out pretty good. And let's put these back away. All right, so we've got two for either side. We're not going to sew this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my hot glue gun. It's quick, it's easy, and it's great for videos. And I'm also going to be using my art glitter glue. I'm looking here. I've got some paint that, I don't know, I was using it for something. Oh, I was working on my giveaways. I got one one of the giveaways almost finished, so now I'm going to start on the next one. I'm making little journals to go inside of that paper bag, and that's what's taking some time. We're still having a giveaway, but not quite yet, guys. I still have to work on getting it done. Alrighty, so just putting a little of this paint on here just for, I don't know, just for fun, just for something different. It's folk art enamel glass. It's glass paint, but you don't have to use glass paint. It's gold, and I just thought it would be really sweet. It was on my desk, and I thought, oh, well, let's just pop some of that on here just for something different and to give you some ideas of how you can decorate this. You don't have to be using the things that I use. We're trying a few different things, and maybe you would like to use when you make yours, when you get into your mask making episode. All right, so we've got that done. I'm going to wipe my finger off just a minute if I can find something to wipe it off with. All right, so what one do we want to put with what one? How about if we put the gold with the mushrooms? So let's glue it down first. Let's glue the bottom down, because you're just really going to glue the bottom, and then you're going to glue this tag shape. You're definitely not going to glue here because that's your pocket. So I'm going to get my art glitter glue, and I'm going to lay some glue down just like that and close it. Well, I didn't need to go all the way over, did I, guys? Nope. And then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put my glue here. I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to turn it over and learn that lesson. We're just going to put it right here on this shorter piece. So the bottom is all glued down. Now let's move to the top. And I'm going to stick my glue in here, and I'm just going to catch the edges right here and the top. I'm going to, well, I don't need to go on that side again. I keep messing up there. You can tell I've been sewing these and not putting glue on them. Yeah, that's okay. It's an easy fix. We can just wipe it off. It's not a big deal. All right, so now what have I blacked? Glue right here. So let's glue this part. Okay, get that glued down. Now we've got it all glued together. Perfect. We've got our pocket, and our pocket. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think that looks great. Let's glue this one. Let's see if we can do a better job. We're going to glue the short piece first. Let's turn it over and do the other short piece. All I need to do is do one and mess it up, and then I'm like, okay, this is the easiest way to do it. Open it up and then glue this. And that's going to get that all glued down. Perfect. We've got, that was much easier. We've got that bottom all glued. Now the top. Open it up. We're going to put our glue right here. And on the top, I glue that. We're going to go to the other side, and we're going to put our glue here and on the top and get that glued down. Then what we need to do is open it up and glue the top right here. And then put those pieces together, and they'll get glued, and we have it all glued up. That is perfect. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Oh, that's just perfect. Now let's go ahead and add some of these things. That is going to be really pretty on there. Do we want to place this on this side or on this side? I think I'd like it on the side that is the opening, right here, right close to the edge. I'm going to grab my hot glue gun, And I'm going to put a line all the way down at the edge of the opening and lay my little sewing trim right on top, just like that, and give it a trim. Going to glue that end down, little flower down. How cute is that? That's adorable. Let's do the exact same thing to this side. I'm going to get my trim and get it ready. Take my glue and put one long glue strip. Now, you can use fabric tack. I use hot glue in my videos because when I glue it, it's permanent and I don't have to worry about it moving or being sticky or anything like that. It just works out really well for a video. So now we still have our pocket and we still have our pocket. Let's go ahead and pockets on this side. Now we could decorate it on this side. You don't have to do this side. In fact, it would show up better if you did do it on the opposite side. Oh, hang on just 1 second. Alrighty, so my husband came home and the dogs started getting all excited and I'm barking, so I had to get them all calmed back down, and we will continue with our video here. Whoa. Let's get this popped on. I'm thinking about right there. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? Just a little sticker changes everything, doesn't it? I am looking over here at some washi, and I'm thinking, would it be cute to put a little washi on here, or I'm not sure. I'm just thinking of something. I can't find the end. I'll have to switch to another one. I can't find the end at all to that one. This little stripy one's cute. Oh, sure. There it is, I think. I think it's right here. Looks like it, but I don't think it is. You guys, do you have the same problem when it comes to washing? I love to use it, but goodness gracious. Can we not find the end on any of these? Here's an end. Let's just put a little bit on there, just for something else. About right down here. And I am adding a little bit of art glitter glue. So when I lay this down, it will grab a hold, and that's pretty. And I've got a little tiny piece left on my finger. Let's put it right here. There. That's sweet. All right, let's do the same thing to this side, because what you do on one side, you don't have to do the same thing, but you want to decorate it in some manner. And hopefully this will come up quickly. Yes, it's right there. There it is. All right, so let's just pull this up, kind of seeing where the middle might be. It's kind of hard to judge. Well, that's not bad. That's super sweet. Now this way, when you put your card, journaling piece of paper or whatever it is, you'll still be able to see the decoration. You can put it on this side, but once you get your card in there, you won't be seeing that right there. So I think it's really nice if you put it on the same side as basically the pocket. I'm just going to tear off a little piece here. I didn't tear off enough. I need to tear off a little bit more right here. There, got that torn off. That's nice. It's going to be similar to the other side. And a little tiny piece here. Pop it up there. That is really sweet. Now what are we going to do to finish off the top? let's go ahead and use a little bit of Sorry Silk from Crimson Heart Studios. I think that will be lovely. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here on top. I'm going to add one piece down and glue it down, then another little bit of glue, and just kind of make a loop, just like that. Trim it off if we want, and then maybe we could use a button on this one. That would be really sweet. And maybe a little bit of lace along with that button. So a little bit more glue, laying my little piece of lace down, kind of at an angle, and then adding my button right on top, pressing it down. That is very, very cute, and that's without sewing. So you do not have to, whoop, that just came out. You do not have to sew to make these. Whether you sew or whether you don't sew, it will be absolutely perfect, and your decoration still shows when you do it on that one side. Now let's go ahead and let's use our mushrooms for this one. So we've already glued it all down. Do we want to put any trim at all on here? I'm not sure. I think some washi would be nice. Some more washi, guys. And I really want this striped washi. There it is. I saw it in the light. Caught it. Let's do it on the edge of the pocket here. So I'm just going to add a line of art glitter glue, lay my washi directly down, press it down. Whoops, it's a little crooked now. And the reason why I add a little glue with my washi is I just don't really trust that washi to stay stuck, especially my washi. My washi is older. I've had it for quite a while, and after a while I think it kind of loses its stickiness. So I want my things to stay intact and decorated, so I just take that extra special precaution and put a little bit of glue underneath my washi. Alright, so we've got that part. Now, because I've inked, I am going to rub my ink. Can you hear my little puppy? She must have just woken up. She always tells me when she wakes up, and she wants me to come down there and say, "Oh, hey, baby." Hi. When she wakes up, it's the funniest thing. She wants hello when I have woken up, and she wants me to acknowledge that she has woken up. All right, so we've got our, well, that washi looks really cute with that. And how about if we pop maybe this on here towards the, maybe do we want this way or this way? Maybe underneath. So I'm going to add this first, and I'm going to add it about, I think it was about right here. Once again, we're on the side where if you put your card in, you're still going to see your decoration. And let's add our glue to our mushroom, Tim Holtz mushroom, and let's get that popped down. That's super cute. Let's turn it on the other side, and well, we're going to probably have to trim that mushroom off a little bit. He's kind of on the big side. Let's see here. Yeah, I still think I want that washi underneath. So let's pop it underneath like that, and adding my glue to my mushroom like this. And then I'm going to need to trim that mushroom cap off right like that. It'll be perfectly fine to do that. Do we want anything else on here? We need a little trim. Oh, this will be perfect. This color is perfect too. So I'm going to add this right here on the top. So I'm going to add my glue, and I'm going to glue in one side, glue down one side. I did it a little crooked, didn't I? Glue down one side. I'm going to make a little bend, and I'm going to glue down the other side, just like that. That is super cute. Now it needs a little something something, doesn't it? Maybe we could put a little bit of gold, or maybe even some dark. I like this dark with it. I think that looks great. And I'm going to lay this down right here and pop that right down there, just like that. Isn't that cute? There's our pocket, and there's with the gold. We painted that. I think that did add a little something something to it. I think these are a wonderful way to use up those book pages that we all have so many of. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.